Hey everybody, so today we're going to learn something new. We're going to learn all about Zentangle. So Zentangle, think about the two words, the word Zen and then the word tangle. What do you think they mean? Well, it's a method and it's very easy to learn. It's relaxing and fun, and it's a way to create beautiful images by drawing structured patterns. We call these patterns tangles. You can create tangles with a combination of dots, lines, simple curves, S-curves, and orbs and other shapes. These simple shapes are the elemental strokes in the Zentangle art. These patterns are drawn on small pieces of paper, or sometimes called tiles. We call them tiles because you can assemble them into entire mosaics. So here we can see it's basically non-representational. This one has been painted with some watercolor. It's unplanned, so you really can focus on each stroke and not worry about what the final result is going to be. And you want to let your imagination kind of go wild. There is no up or down to Zentangle art. In fact, you can most easily create Zentangle art by even rotating your tile as you tangle. Always keeping in mind that you want your hand to be in a very relaxed position. You don't need to know that what the tangle is going to be when you're done. You just need to know the steps. The result is a surprise. As you use the Zentangle method to create beautiful images, you likely will enjoy increased focus, creativity, self-confidence, and an increased sense of well-being. And I really love like this one. If you look at it and they kind of zoomed in, you can see that the person even put like little ladybugs in there. Is really adorable. So here we have on the left side, we have the full Zentangle. On the right side, we have a close-up so you can kind of see what the artist was doing. We deliberately do not include an eraser while using Zentangle because it's really not part of the Zentangle practice to erase mistakes. There's really not much use for an eraser. The pencil strings and borders can be ignored and pen marks can't be erased. Even if those pen marks aren't initially what you had intended, we never call them mistakes in Zentangle. You can use them as an inspiration to go in a new direction that you may not have done otherwise and may not have explored. Instead of looking at them as mistakes, we reframe them and we call them opportunities. The Zentangle approach encourages you to have more self-respect and to respect your own creativity by using the best materials available. These do not have to be expensive. If you're creating Zentangle art, you can do it anywhere. You can do it at a beach on low tide, or you can do it in your room, or you can do it on a bus. You can still choose the best pen, like a micron pen, which you're going to have in your art kit, and the smoothest area on which to tangle by doing it right in the sand, even without having a pen or a tile. So I'm going to just start this little video for a second here, and it should kind of show us a little bit. We're not going to go through the whole thing. And there you can see he's just making up stuff as he goes. It's very relaxing, even to watch. Okay, we're going to stop there and we're going to move on to the next one. And here we have what we're going to be doing in our project. So in our project, we are going to be using graph paper. We're going to be putting down circles just like we see here. And then we're going to be working with the alphabet. So let's take a look. This is an alphabet to pattern series. And you'll notice that what they did was they took a graph paper and then created a circle and then put in the letter form that they were working on. In this case, we see a B. And then here we go. So there's our B. And there we're just creating little shapes, right? And moving right along. So this is kind of what we're going to be working on next. Let's take a look at another letter. Here's the letter C. And here we have the letter C. Kind of see how this works. Notice that there's two C's in there. She's got that little one, and then there's the bigger one. And anything goes. This is kind of like artwork without mistakes. All right, so there's our beginning process. Again, just to make sure you got it. And you don't have to do it identical to this. You can do anything you like. But you've not got these nice little guidelines that help you all along the way. Okay, let's look at one more letter. This is the letter E. Oh, let me go back. Whoops. And here we have the letter E. Okay, and that's our letter E. And I'm going to go on. So now all we have to do is start Zentangling. And I will be giving you, or you should have in your kit, some graph paper, or you can make some graph paper, or you don't need to use any graph paper. You can just start with a circle, make sure they're all the same size, and then you will be doing your alphabet. All right, thanks. I can't wait to see your Zentangles.